Billy Joe Saunders will be defending his WBO title against Mad Max Bursak at the Copper Box Arena in London on the 30th of April. Now, Billy Joe Saunders is getting a lot of stick for this fight because people are like, why is he fighting this guy? He's a bum. And I don't like to call any professional fighter a bum, but that's what a lot of the keyboard warriors are saying on social media. And I saw a tweet by Dan Rafael which pretty much said that he refused to fight with Golovkin after he was offered $7 million or something like that, then called him out after the fight with Wade was announced, and now he's fighting a low-ranked contender in Bursak. I mean, look, Bursak is a decent fighter. I mean, he's got a win against Nick Blackwell, who's fighting Chris Eubank. Now, some of you won't be impressed by that, but it's just for your information. And lost to Martin Murray and Hassan Nadam. Now, the way I see it, if he wants to defend his title against someone like Bursak, then it's up to him. It's his choice. It will be madness for him to take the Golovkin fight for his first title defense. So I say let him enjoy it. And to be honest, he has said in the past that he could never beat Golovkin. So it's not as if he did a Eubank by calling him out, then not going through with it when he was given the opportunity. I mean, maybe he said that when he wasn't in title contention about not being able to beat Golovkin. But now the GGG fight is within touching distance. Maybe he's taking it more seriously because he also said that if he was in tip-top shape, he could win that fight. Now think about it this way. He could fight the better guys at middleweight, such as the Lemieux, Quillins, and the Jacobs, for example. But those guys are pretty much unknown by the casual fan. So if he takes a risky fight like that and loses, it's not a good business move. There's no money in it for him. And also, Saunders isn't that well known in the States. So if he fights one of those guys, it doesn't make sense for him financially. He's better off fighting this guy, Bursak, building up a unification fight with GGG. I mean, because let's face it, okay, the GGG Canelo fight isn't happening because Canelo wants to fight at 155 and Golovkin won't accept it. So it makes sense for him to fight Saunders in a big unification match. So in answer to Dan Rafael's question, it makes sense for Saunders to call out Golovkin because it makes for a better build-up if they eventually do fight, because it gets Saunders' name on the map if he calls out Golovkin. I mean, I respect Saunders as a fighter. He's a slick southpaw. He's got decent power, and like I said, it makes for a better fight against Golovkin. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that he will definitely fight Golovkin next, but it makes more sense to hold on to the title a bit. I mean, there's also a potential rematch between him and Chris Eubank, which is a good money fight. So it could be Eubank, then Golovkin. Who knows? Either way, let's give the guy some slack. He beat a good guy in Andy Lee, so let him take this fight and see what happens next. Thanks for listening, and please subscribe.